How do you deal with no in selling?
Well, there's two specific ways that you do that. One is, was it appropriate for you to be speaking this? Was it appropriate for you to be speaking to this person in the first place? So are you trying to shoehorn a solution they have no need for? They were the wrong client, the wrong profile, the wrong need. They didn't have a pain. They didn't have an issue. So if you do it that way, when they say no, you should say, thank you very much. Good luck, right? Because you shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
You didn't plan that engagement well enough, right? Now, the second reason which I teach people on my course is when people say no to you, no is another objection. At least the first time you hear it anyway. I mean, you don't want to keep pushing them, keep getting no's and no's until you're drop kicked out of the window. You know, that's not appropriate, right? But you do want to at least cover off on the first no. Now, the problem with this is that when people hear no, most professionals, let's say partners in practice, for example, right? They're there because of their expertise. They just say, oh, thanks very much, and they'll walk away, right? Or even a lot of professional salespeople, they hear no, they go, oh, okay, thanks very much, and off they go, right? Instead of realizing, like any objection, it indicates the person's interest. You just haven't demonstrated value, or you haven't dealt with their particular concern. So I normally give people a particular piece of language that they can use, because language structure is very important when you're looking to influence people.
I love this. I'm looking forward to that particular type of language. Yeah.
Well, here it goes. So pay attention, right? So you would say, they say no to you. And then you say, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. May I ask, right? Because you're going to ask a question, why, which can be a very blame or accusing question. So you have to soften it. So you pre-frame it saying, may I ask why? And then you use the word specifically. So you're looking for the particular reason. Specifically, you are saying no on this occasion, meaning it's only this occasion. It does mean you'll say no again in the future. So may I ask why specifically on this occasion you're saying no, right? And the tone drops at the end, because when it drops at the end, you're not saying no, you're saying no. So it's a command, an authoritative tone when you say it. And if you use that question in that way, people will tell you the real reason they've said no, because there's always a real reason. No is only a cover for a real reason. And that reason is we don't have the budget. I'm not the person who makes the final decision. It's not the right time for us. But a no is always a cover for something more specific. Now, once you've identified what it is, you can go back into the conversation. You can suggest ways in which they can overcome that objection, and you're back in the game again. I mean, you can increase your closes by 300% if you just use that simple technique.